if you need to know how to counter back attacks in Sparking Zero, this is the video for you. You are gonna learn things like how to super counter. You're gonna learn things how to vanish. You're gonna learn things like how to perception and just how to guard in general. Okay, the best way to get better at this game is hit the RB button or whatever you want to do and go to battle and training. Then set up super training and then go to training. That's step number one. And it's gonna allow you to pick your character, whatever your character you know you want to main, or you want to work on a new character. You're pretty good at the game and now it's trying to switch up characters. So just go into any character you like. I'm gonna use Vegeta Blue. That's one of my favorite characters. And then you can press RB to change team to see who you want to go beat up or whatever. Let's fight against Goku Black. And this is step one to getting better, learning how to counter attacks. But this is what this video is gonna be about. It's gonna be about how to counter attacks. I'm gonna teach you always. We're gonna be talking about super counters. We're gonna be talking about perceptions. We're gonna be talking about dodges. We're gonna be talking about Z counters. These counter techniques is what I like to look at. You have perception, you have super perception, revenge counter, high speed evasion, and super counter. Super counter is like the best one if you're getting hit from behind. You want to hold up on your left thumbstick and hit the X/square button, whatever one you use. This is universal for all controls. I play on standard, so this is going to be a little different from if you play on classic. Like perception is going to be triangle and B. It's just B for me. I think it's much easier. And revenge counter is a huge one. Let's read this. Use skill counts to counter an enemy while taking hits. The counter attack performed depends on the distance from your opponent. If at close range, you will perform a direct counter attack. If at long range, you perform a dragon dash to get close to your opponent. So definitely take advantage of this. It does use a skill count, but even perception sometimes uses a skill count. So it says is use key or skill counts depending on the counter attack. Blast can also be deflected. It's pretty cool. I love holding B when blasts are coming right to me. Yep, and this is consume key to perception and counter your opponent's rush attack. Those are rush attacks. So rush attacks are the basic. So that's a rush attack right there. So just the basic spam X or spam square, and your opponent, each opponent has like a different, like I'm holding perception right now. This is me holding perception. Each opponent has a different stance, so you can see if your opponent is holding perception. So if your opponent just going like this, just hit him with key bass. You can't block that. You can't block it like that. All right, so I'm gonna make the opponent setting. I'm gonna put him in attack strategy. I'm gonna let him do some combos, and I'm gonna put his strength to super. And then I'm gonna sit here and just show you ways to, you know, not get hit. The number one way is holding your guard button. So if your opponent's coming up to you, you can just hold your guard button. Obviously, let me win this right quick. Obviously, the computer actually did a good job with getting behind me. But that's step number one. If your opponent is just trying to spam you, depending on what skill level you're in, you can really just guard right there. See, look, you can just guard. Block that. That's me hitting perception. While he's attacking me, that's just me hitting perception. So definitely take advantage of perception, especially if you have a lot of key. Especially if you have a lot of key. Now this is me just holding perception. And let's see what he does. Okay. Boom. That's me hitting perception. He's gonna try to hit me. But the computer is smart. Why did they make the computer so smart? See, like he's spamming me key blast. That's perception right there. And then that right there was just a guard. Now we're in a super counter battle. This is me just clicking my right stick. That's Z counter. That's perception right there. How I just kicked him, I just pressed my perception button. I was holding guard. And that's a super counter that I just did. Now I'm vanishing. Now another way to counter your opponent's attacks is, like, say your opponent is like rushing you, just step to the side. Look, see how I'm behind him? Just dash to the side. That's gonna be holding your left stick left or holding your left stick right. You see I'm behind him, and then I can get a combo going if I wanted to. So look, work on dashing side to side. So your opponent might do all those cool tricks, but if you can just dash around him, you'll be good. That's gonna be the most that's gonna be the most skill gap there is. People are just going to dash you to death. They're gonna hit you like this, and then they're gonna go behind you and then try to they're gonna try to get behind you. So they might Z dash like this and then step to the side. You see how I'm just behind him? So that's gonna be your main thing. Like, see, and take advantage of key. That's another thing. Your key is a lot of defense. Use your key blast as defense, because when your opponent gets close to you, they have to react to it. Or you see what I'm saying? I can just spam him. Okay, and that was a hard level. If you think that level is a little bit too hard for you, go to your opponent settings and put this strategy just to rush chains, and that's gonna be a little bit easier. The computer is not gonna really like mess you up as bad. But I just start on hard because you know I want you guys to learn as best as you can. That's perception right there, and I'm gonna let him hit me right here. That's his Z counter. So that's clicking my right thumbstick. That's the Z counter. Clicking the right thumbstick. So I'm getting hit. Z counter every time. So if that other one's a little bit too hard for you, change your opponent settings. And that's perception right there. So while he's hitting me, I'm hitting B. That's perception. That's advantage. Time it. That's perception right there. This is me holding perception. It's gonna happen every time. If he tries to hit me while I'm holding perception, it's gonna happen every time. This is me just holding my perception button, B button. Boom. So, but also if I'm taking hits right here like this, I'm gonna vanish and like I said, dash. Try to use your dash. There's like a timing to vanish. Your opponent's last attack, you can always vanish it. Like they kind of just. Oh, that was a nice move. You see what I'm saying? That dash is gonna have. If your opponent is just spamming rush combos, that dash is gonna do you justice. With all that being said, the main takeaway is start with the basics. Just spam perceptions, and then if your opponent's starting to counter your perception with key blasts and stuff like that, start dashing around and take advantage of your Z counter, which is pressing in your right thumbstick. And then if he gets behind you, you're gonna hit up and X to super counter. I have a video on super counter more in depth, so if you want to go watch that, it is on my channel. Also, we're about to go after you're done with training, go fight some people. If you don't want to get in the rank, then go ahead and get in the player lobby. You can find a lot of people that are your skill level and either or better, because a lot of people would be surprised don't play a lot of ranks, so you might run into like a C player or a D player and they actually might be pretty good. So we're gonna get into the single battle lobby right here. You know what I'm saying? Practice makes perfect. Let's do it. Got an A5 lobby. Let's get it. All right, we got a whole bunch of A5s in here, including myself. Some guy has a 7 wins, 3-game win streak. I like watching their battles too, because you like learn a lot. You see what people will do that you might not thought of to do. But we got Super Saiyan Gohan, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan versus Goku GT.
Dad might look a lot younger than me now, but he's still.
But I love this. This is really fun. I love this part of the game where you can just spectate them, because it's like you watch film. Like I play sports, so I watch film and I get better by watching the film. So especially when I watch other people play, I'm like, wow, I didn't know you could do that, especially in a situation like. Yo, that's a long dialogue. See, off rip, he just got behind him. These dudes are sweaty. I might not be ready for this. I haven't played a match all day today. Perception right there. He comboed that away. He hit perception, then he hit Y a few times. That's B, by the way. When people are thrown like that, that's how you hit B to stop the combo. Hit him to the ground. He started dashing to the right because he thought he was gonna come behind him. He's behind him and the match is over. Got disconnected. But let me know in the comment section if this helped you. Like I said, I just like watching film, and I can explain it to you more while it's happening instead of sitting in the training, beating up a dummy. That's not really realistic when you sit in the training to be able to get a dummy. So I definitely like getting into these player lobbies and just showing you how things work. I might lose. It's okay. First game on of the day. We're gonna get right. I wasn't super countering in the training session, so this might get easy. Might get a little bit easy. Who do I want to use? I'm not that proficient with a lot of characters, surprisingly, but we have fun. I'm gonna use somebody I've never used. My proficiency is 2 stars with Vegeta. Let's do it. Let's do it. Hold on. Let me put a suit on him. Let's put the yeah. All right, let's get it. I'm about to fight this dude. Oh my God! Look, we basically chose the same character.
Whether you wield the power of a god or not is irrelevant. The strongest wins. You are a worthy opponent on my way to surpass the gods.
I like to kind of back up and charge up a little bit. That's perception I just used. That super counter. That's a low sweep. I thought I just Z countered that. Ooh, nice move. Hit him with a little combo right there. I'm gonna dash behind him, then I'm gonna step to the. Ooh, I stepped too much. He just super countered me up in X. He just hit a buff. Super counter right there. The super counter is working now. He just perception me. I'm a Z counter this. I'm pressing the thumbstick. That's a Z counter. Oh, he just hit a blast on me. Hit him with some key blast. He got behind me. That's good timing. That's a super counter for you boys. I'm gonna probably lose this because he has more key than me. Yeah. And I lost. First match of the day. I should have won that, but I was kind of going through a little training with y'all. But I appreciate y'all. For watching this video. If this did help you, make sure you smash the like button and hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. More Dragon Ball Sparking videos on the way, baby.